Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already see what it is. You know what I mean? Tapped in. I thought our boy was gonna come out. It ain't looking too good for the home team. It ain't looking too good for the home team. Solo sucks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't looking too good, man. Dang. Oh man. I thought he was gonna get that main event music. You know what I mean? I thought Jay was gonna have a change of heart. Brought that brought that man to SmackDown. No change of heart. His brother then got beat up. Oh, that was kind of wild, bro. Roman out here taking L after L after L. He, well, ah, Roman taking the L's. I mean, he ain't taking L. He just didn't. He got he got hands and feet put on him. You know what I'm saying, by the bloodline. And I mean, I don't know what to be expected at this point because really, I thought it was going to be main event Jay this week. With a conscience. He done told the man he was proud of him. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, Jay definitely coming out tonight. It's gonna be a wild, wild night. It's gonna be a 3-on-4. It's gonna be perfect timing. Nah, we didn't get that. Oh man, 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 man. But what a wild SmackDown. We got a debut on SmackDown. We got a new tag team combo. Candice LeRae out here doing her thing with Nia Jax. What we doing? What we doing? WWE doing promos in a weird way now where it's after hours, random parts of different shows, not on your show, and Kevin Owens, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to think of it, but I know what to think of this. We in here with y'all. We gonna be locked in. You got me, I got you, and we gonna have to talk about it. We gonna have to talk about it. But a couple things. First, if you didn't know, last week was the No Mercy VOD in the building. If you didn't know, it was Chess versus Tay Rock. It was AJ Francis versus the Saga. It was Cortez versus Z the Dropout, and Osiris versus Lady Caution. Hosted by DNA, Get Money, Drink Water. It was an event. So make sure if you haven't seen it, I believe you still got time. www rap grid / no mercy. Go check that joint ASAP. That definitely was the movement, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna show you a little clip. I'm gonna show you a little clippity clip, and then when we come back, we're gonna have to get into this SmackDown because we got some stuff to talk about. I already see you in the comments, Miss Awesome Saucy talking spicy. We see you, D. What up? What up? What up? We definitely got to talk about tonight's endeavors. But first, brought to you by a couple of new shows.
This is DNA, and y'all checking out my show Top 5. You got a top 5? I got a top 5. But let's see whose top 5 is better. Good night. Good night.
Brr, it's cold food with the Archie Carter. A wrestling match, a return, a battle, something that you were looking forward to because you knew it was going to be hot. And when you got it, well, it wasn't. That's cold food, and I'm here to talk about it. It's cold food with the Archie Carter. Hey, waiter, this cold.
King HP, and here we're gonna look at wrestlers that couldn't get the job done. We're gonna look at it. Why didn't they win? What happened? And because it's near fall, we're gonna see if we can get them some gold. Remember, the referee's decision is final. Ladies and gentlemen, what a SmackDown. We got main event Jay Uso who comes over to SmackDown. I'm King HP. It's the Attitude Era podcast. We may have some stop-ins, some pop-ups, pop in and pop out, but right now we got to talk about it. So the evening starts with the bloodline. We knew this was gonna happen. After last week, Roman Reigns took a beat down. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jimmy. And remember, Jimmy was like, yo, we need help. So who we get this week? Main event Jey Uso with the Intercontinental strap. Looks good on the blue brand. I wouldn't be surprised if a brand switch were to happen with those titles, the U.S. title and the IC title. But I'm not calling that. I'm not really putting that really out there like that. I'm just saying if it happened, I wouldn't be mad because your boy got all the blue on the IC belt, and blue brand has always been associated to SmackDown. Um, So it would be a nice little and then U.S. title go over there. But anyway, he has a little meeting with the Bloodline in the ring, and I was surprised to see Jay. Awesome saucy talking spicy. She just said the exact same thing. I'm surprised to see Jay. Yeah, it really wasn't like he was invited. I mean, he told them on Monday Night Raw when Jimmy Uso came over. He's like, no, no. Matter of fact, he said, "Get on my face," and he had that scowl. You know, when they get that scowl, they don't really be. He'd be like, "I can't really do it." You know what I mean? But if I could do it, I would have did it. So I really didn't expect to see no Jay Uso tonight. I really didn't see a point for it. I thought they got to build the story more before we see it, but we get him. And he got some kind of choice words, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of going to paraphrase this thing. He had some choice words for Solo, really, as far as like, yo, I ain't want to, I left, you know what I'm saying? And you basically dividing the family. And I noticed Roman talks about that too. You're dividing the family. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even like they're trying to say your bloodline is trash, your bloodline is garbage. Um, you've done a poor job, what you're doing is wrong. They really using the fact that like you're dividing us. Like we could have did this and that. We gonna get back to that. But it goes off Jay Uso don't take no punishment. You know what I mean? He even getting solo face a little bit with it. Like he was like, if you don't stop looking at me like that, I'm gonna knock him out. Okay. Okay. So surprised to see that segment. I thought the segment was good story building. As far as for SmackDown, I'm not really no. He ain't had nothing to do with Bloodline since Mania. Yeah, you talking about Jay Uso. This is correct. Because he wrestled his brother that night. I think it was that night one, y'all? Does anyone remember if that was night one or night two? Not that it makes too much of a difference. Either way, it was still not since WrestleMania. But Solo been terrorizing SmackDown. He ain't say nothing until Jimmy popped back up. I mean, that's really the way it gotta go. Yeah, yeah. Jay Uso. So a little surprised to see him. But they kept the show moving with that. And I just want to stick a pen there because we're gonna come back. Because when Roman gets the mic, Roman's got some catching up to do with Jay Uso, who they do bump into each other backstage. You know what I'm saying? And now Jay Uso, he's done his own thing. He's become Intercontinental Champion, which he will be defending on Monday Night Raw this Monday against Braun Breaker. How y'all calling that? Is Braun taking his title back? Is Jay Uso gonna keep it? Me personally, I'm gonna say Braun's taking it back. But yeah, Roman tells him in that moment, in passing, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like Jay got a little smile. You know what I'm saying? He was a little, you know what I'm saying? It felt good to hear that from the guy who was dog walking y'all, you know what I'm saying, week after week and kind of putting y'all through the ringer. But, SmackDown continues to push. They got a tag team tournament. Now, this tag team tournament, I'm assuming, is going to go after the bloodline. So with the teams that are left, I'm very interested to see how this is gonna go. I think we all know. But we get a first match is a triple threat match, right? We get DIY versus Pretty Deadly versus the Street Profits. Montez Ford. Yo, how did y'all like the end of this? How did y'all call the end of this? Y'all okay with the end of this? Did y'all think it was not good? There is two pins that happen, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty Deadly. They got Montez Ford in the corner, right? They're about to do a double. I'm assuming a double suplex or something, right? And the legal man. Now a tag had just been made prior to this. The legal man gets knocked out the ring. I can't remember which one of the Pretty Deadly dudes it is. Legal man goes outside the ring. I almost said Jay Uso. Montez Ford knocks him down, right? DIY comes in, uh Jimmy Gargano, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Anyway, they get a pin, but Jimmy Johnny Gargano, he gets the pin on the legal man while Montez Ford pinned the illegal. The ref looked, went down and counted through regardless. Street Profits think they won. DIY think they won. The ref got to give special instructions to the ref or to the timekeeper and announce that DIY is advancing in this tag team title elimination tournament. How do y'all feel about it? Do we like this ending? Was it different? Me personally, I'm okay with it. Street Profits don't look weak. They're like strong. You look like you was about to get the pin. However, it like sets up for another tag team because there's another tag team match tonight that you don't want to. It's like you got plans for these teams, right? You got plans for the Street Profits. Either you're going to use them to make other teams look strong, or you're going to eventually do something with them where they win titles and go on and make those titles more relevant. But you got a new tag team that debuts tonight. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. Um, Motor City Machine Guns. I mean, it ain't no surprise. People wasn't like maybe some people were, but we were kind of waiting on this debut, and they went against A Town Down Under, right? So what happened with this DIY situation? They're going on. They're going on next week to face the winner of the A Town Down Under Motor City Machine Guns. And what about the speed tag titles? What happened? What I missed with that? 3 minutes? Did I miss something in them 3 minutes? I think I think it was a good finish, but not the finish I want. Definitely not the finish I want. But it doesn't hurt your teams. Sometimes you got to make teams look strong, and that's what they're doing with Street Profits. My only thing is, where is there a payoff? We haven't seen them in Tag Team Gold. Um, when the Bloodline was going for the titles, when they did that Tag Team Gauntlet match, they were the team that was the Iron Man team for that Tag Team Gauntlet back when the Bloodline was going for them. And so we keep going through this with them. Like, we don't have faith in this team. Are we gonna do what are we doing with them? I don't know. Time will tell. I feel like it's getting stale that here in a minute. I mean, we talked about this before. I believe we said this. You got to break them up. If you're not gonna do nothing with them, no goal. They're always in pursuit. They look strong. They look like the team that is always on the cusp with a big fat P at the end. They're always on the cusp, and then something happens, right? So good win for DIY though. Good one for them. However, I don't see them getting them tag titles back. I feel like that's another team they're going to use to make teams look better. They'll always have good finishes. They put on good matches. I don't think they're going to get another tag team championship run. I just don't see it. Not with the team. Motor City Machine Guns debut tonight. They look strong. You're not going to kill their buzz. You're not going to kill their buzz, which is why I think they didn't want the Street Profits to um, win, but they wanted the Street Profits to look strong because you got to. Okay, so here's where I'm going with this. If the Motor City Machine Guns, which I do think are going to defeat the Bloodline, I do believe the Bloodline's going to have to drop those titles because what they're doing with their storyline, they don't need titles. They don't. And now you got a lot of teams that you're seeing in this SmackDown tag division that you don't want to tie in the Bloodline. You're like, technically speaking, they got enough tag teams in that division that you should be fighting every month, at least twice a month. Honestly, I think we should start getting happy with people just wrestling and not competing. I think maybe we should start getting happy with people. What you mean with just wrestling and not competing? I gotta ask that because there's always gonna be people. Like sometimes we just need to be happy that they are showing people other than tag title matches. I agree and disagree with that statement, and this is kind of why you gotta be able to compete for championships. But eventually, when you want to talk about great tag teams or like legitimate tag teams, it's just like any other sport. You gotta get title runs, right? Some people will not do it. I can name you several great Hall of Fame superstars that never won titles. Million Dollar Man, Mr. Perfect, Jake the Snake Roberts, all Hall of Famers, legitimate, but they never won world titles, right? So if you're a tag team wrestler, it's very seldom that a tag team wrestler that spends most of their time in tag teams don't win tag team titles. The only guy I could think of that his tag team, he spent a lot of time in the tag teams and did not win and had a stellar run is Shawn Michaels. He was partnered with the Rockers, and this could be argued. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we're gonna do this on the next near fall, but hint, 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 hint. It's definitely in the possibilities. Um, him and Marty Jannetty actually did win the tag team championships, and then were stripped. You know what I mean? They were stripped due to a ring malfunction. They beat the Hart Foundation, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Bret Hart. And they were stripped. But they were crown champions. They were given the tag team titles. And then the next day, 24 hours later, they were told to send those titles back. We're going to redo the match, get the proper finish because the ring ropes broke. And so they wrestled with only 2 ropes and they finished the match. And they just did it to where the Rockers won that match. So it's erased from history. But there are pictures. You know what I mean? There are pictures of this. And I might do that for the next. I don't know. There's a couple on. I'm saying if you're in the members, you know what I'm saying, go into memberships, let us know who you want to do the next near fall. But I think that might be a legit one too. Or we're literally gonna pull someone out the attitude era. But anyway, my point is this. When you get to tag team titles, right? When I look at Street Profits and they have they gotta get some championship gold. Especially right now, you're starting to get some good teams. We get the bloodline in there. You know what I'm saying? You have we have the Archie Carter in the building. Busy man right now.
Tired, man. I'm tired, man. What I miss, HP? I ain't seen nothing tonight, man. What I miss?
You didn't miss too much. It was some good stuff, right? So
I
we had
think I saw the
Tim and
Motor
Jay
City Machine Guns made their debut.
made a debut, and we about to get in that. We having a conversation about these tag titles right now. They had a tag team title tournament matches. DIY, Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly. One match. Later on, it's A-Town Down Under versus Motor City Machine Guns, right? And you know who wins that one. Now, on the flip, Street Profits really should have won. Pretty Deadly tries to do a double suplex from the second rope with both of them. The legal man gets knocked out the ring. They can't finish the move. Montez Ford knocks Buddy off. They roll the legal man back in the ring. Montez Ford don't see it. He don't know because they made one of them split tags, a hot tag, and Montez didn't see it. So Montez does the finisher on the illegal guy, not knowing, and Johnny Gargano does his on the legal man. They both pin at the same time. The ref looks because they don't know, and they count the 3. They're like,
For
oh shit.
DIY.
And it's DIY. And they announce it as such, and DIY goes on. So it's like, man, what are we doing? I like it because Street Profits look strong, but again, where is there a payoff? And when is this coming?
It's not.
If not,
It's not.
split them up. If you're not gonna ever do it, split them up. Because it's very few great tag teams that you can say never won a title. And the only one I can think of is the Rockers. That's it. I can't think of another team that's great when you talking about great tags that didn't win no titles. So it's going to eliminate them from history a little bit over time.
Well, they've had their
Yeah, they got
runs.
paid.
They had their time. They came in hot. That's the thing. I think people forget how hot the Street Profits came in. So
yeah, but it was a good one. You got and I see G talking about it. Lash legend Jakara Jackson. They
yeah,
take on they take on Chelsea Green, Piper Niven with Bianca and Jade sitting in the audience with tag belts and all that, and they look impressive tonight. Oh, they get a win on Piper Niven and them.
it's
Oh,
good.
and they get to pointing at each
I'm
other.
gonna have
They
to go
like,
watch it, man. I've been running around. So yeah.
yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Lash and Lash and Chikara, they look good tonight. They look good. I'm tired of Bailey losing. I'm not. Yeah, but so there was that match of females. I just want to see this at Crown Jewel. You cut the girls match off on was it last SmackDown where
yeah,
Kevin Owens came out?
we could go.
Take them NXT girls up to Crown Jewel and let that be the now whether they win or not, I don't know, but let that be a
Ain't no
payoff.
way.
No way, I agree. Unless you're gonna start working on a split between Jade and Bianca.
They too young in their career to carry gold. And to beat now they beat them and it's on some like, oh, we need our rematch on Monday and they win it back Monday. You know how the old way.
Oh yeah.
Cool, but I don't see that happening. But shout out to them. I was complaining that their moment got stepped on, and I'm glad they got
did though.
a moment and a win, because Piper and Chelsea are legit. Like I told you, Chelsea Green would be my champion. So Piper Niven before, like she told, I forget the promo she cut. She was like, I was winning championships before I got here. Like Piper Niven is legit.
Yeah. I forgot what the name of her character was before.
Dewdrop?
I can't even remember. She was somebody else, like Boo Boo or something.
Dewdrop. Was it Dewdrop?
Dewdrop, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they made her a more serious character, Piper Niven. I'm cool with it. I just think, I mean, I like them. I want to see them do something with the women's tags too. Bianca and Jade are cool. They're doing numbers. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I
I
want
mean,
to
I
see
wouldn't
them
say they're
belts.
cool now. They kind of been stalling out.
They're very popular.
Of course they are. Look at them.
Yeah, they look the part, bro. They
Big Macs are
definitely.
popular. Be too many of them. See what happened to you.
And this is why I do not want to see these titles get defended on no regular TV. Put this shit on Crown Jewel. You've been shitting on the tag team titles for the last few PLEs. It's time to bring them titles back to a PLE. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep it short, five matches. Let that be one of them, and then you get to pay back the girls from NXT that you shitted on, and two birds, one stone.
Yeah, we'll see, but that's good. I'm gonna have to watch it back. I'm gonna have some time tomorrow, but I ain't have time today.
You a busy man, ladies and gentlemen. We looking at a future. Say hello to the bad guy now. Say hello to him now. You know what I'm saying? Because today's price ain't gonna be tomorrow's price.
Oh no! You better get me now. You better get me now. Yeah, shout
You
out
know
to
what I'm saying?
Southern
So
University's homecoming season. I had the honor and privilege to be on campus today, and tomorrow morning I have a 5:30 call time to be on set because I has been casted to be part of a movie. Can't tell you too much, but it's a Netflix feature film, and yeah, your boy gonna be on the TV screen.
hey,
So
and we love to hear it. You know what
that's
I'm
why I
saying?
couldn't watch the show tonight because I was traveling back and forth, had some family things to do, and I have to get ready for tomorrow and get on the road and get to But I'm here. I
Yo,
saw Jimmy and Roman got the beats again.
2 weeks in a row. But you know who popped out today? Jay Uso came over to SmackDown.
SmackDown. He didn't help.
Came over. So he gets into a face. He goes to address the bloodline. And he don't get beat down. He addresses Solo. He tells him, like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't stop looking at me, I'll beat his ass. I'm like, oh shit. But he basically tells Solo that you know what I'm saying, you're dividing the family, bro. I didn't like Roman and I left and I became bigger. Look at me now. I'm reaping the rewards of, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of goes over. It's actually a smooth combo, makes a lot of sense, except for the fact that why the fuck did Jay just pop up on SmackDown like this?
They
So then
gotta get him into the story somehow. I mean,
you got to get him in the story somehow. I think maybe another beating should have prompted
it's
him to come over.
easy. Is Jay Uso the savior though?
He about to
Is
be
he
just another victim.
is he legit the savior?
No, absolutely not. They
That's what
about
I'm
to
saying.
beat
So
his ass.
who is really the help we think we're gonna get?
Yo, I hate to say this. I think it's Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has been losing matches.
That would take
Lost
the
Intercontinental.
air out a lot. That would take a lot of air out of the sails because it makes sense, but it doesn't. He's been so far removed from this. Sami Zayn is not the hero. I told you
Yeah,
that's my
that's the
reason.
squad.
That's one of the reasons I didn't like the first Black Panther. They about to hit him with the Black Panther again.
I think but people have been asking for it. They want the original bloodline versus this. And then once Rock pops out, you got big problems.
I don't know why
Because
people
once you
associate Sammy with the original bloodline.
because he was the original four.
He was
The
a
original
Jason.
four.
He was a Jason. Now
He was Solo and them made a group of four.
he
So
was
you
a
gotta
tag
come with a group of
along.
four. Paul Heyman can't wrestle. So who else you gonna get? The storyline is there.
That
And you've been
wouldn't
having Sam. He's been having Sammy lose. That brings him down, so he doesn't look so. Because
the only reason I say it won't. I don't think it'll have the effect it once had. Sammy has already had his feel good moments in this story. I don't think any moment he can have will feel any better than those that we've gotten from him already. If that makes sense.
I think you got to bring him back still. There's got to be Sammy, but Sammy won't be the savior. And this is why there's not going to be a savior out of the fourth. It's going to look like it will be until that war games hit. Roman's bloodline wins, and all of a sudden, if you smell, because we ain't seen him,
I don't know.
And we ain't seen him.
They trading on thin ice with this because this has been building and it's going. We knew it was going to be Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. I don't know who the fourth man is. It's like Hogan. Who's the third man? I don't know who's the fourth.
I think it's got to be Sammy because they teased. You remember when Jey Uso and Sammy was doing tag teams during Sammy's Intercontinental title run, and they were like, "Yo, this feels like old times and stuff." Yeah. It's gonna be. That's the only bloodline you could do where Paul Heyman can announce it. It feels like old times. It's a throwback, just like they go back to Shield stuff. They did Shield stuff at WrestleMania
Every
with Roman
throwback ain't good though.
This will be good. This will be a good payoff. This was just the only thing SmackDown.
I don't know. I'm just not. I can't believe you defending Sami Zayn.
Well, it's not. It's just the logical step for it because you're not gonna pull a rando fourth guy. Not for Roman's bloodline. Roman had 4 at one point, counting himself. The problem is when The Rock joins, what side does he take? I think we all know he's gonna go to Solo's side because he's got to go against Roman.
Unless
Or does
Solo
Roman Rock?
turns, unless Rock kicks Solo out and Solo go back, that's be original 4.
Okay, pause.
And he's like, "Yo, can I trust
That's
you?
another conversation.
Can I
We
trust
could
you?"
do.
Yeah, like I don't know if I can trust you, Solo. You know, Solo give him the Ulafala or something, and then Rock with Tama Tonga, Tamaloa, and Jacob is a strong team.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's the only thing that could make that team legit and give it. And then we get Roman and Rock in the same match, but that's still not 1-on-1. We still ain't get the, you know what I'm saying? And I would have them in the War Games and never touch the whole War Game. Some kind of way, them two just don't have any, you know what I'm saying? So much going on in the War Game. You can do that.
You could probably pull it off. People will get pissed, but you could pull it off. But I think it will get hard though, because at some point you gotta make it happen. You're in a cage with these guys.
It's 2 rings though. That's the thing. You can always, you know, we'll see. But
There's ways to pull it off.
if it was a Solo turn, and then you know, then they got all the brothers back together. That was my question I asked you a few weeks ago, because that's still your blood brother. Are you gonna side with the chief or your blood brother? Z the Dropout was at an event today. He was trying to link up with Rikishi, and I told him, ask Rikishi the question: who do you acknowledge, Roman or Solo? So I don't know if Z got to talk to him and do the interview, but I was like, that who do you acknowledge? Are you going with your heritage and family and tradition or your son? That's what I was trying to get you to see a few weeks ago now, saying, okay, they're actually blood brothers, whether they talk about it or not, we know it. So who are you going to side with? Your cousin, who's the chief, or your brother, who's your brother and got his own thing going on? So that could be an interesting part of it. And I hope Z the Dropout got to talk to Rikishi today, because I want to know who he acknowledged. You acknowledging Roman or you acknowledging Solo? So
that's a crazy combo. I definitely hope Z got that. I'm about to look back in the chat real quick just to see if he ever. I don't think he did. If he,
I don't know what. Like I said, my day was a blur. I was all over the place. So
yeah, I see your question because I hearted that.
Yeah. Then the one about
I'm gonna read too much.
I think that'd be a good question too about how he feel about Samoans being presented now. So we do some real journalism over here from time to time.
But yeah, Roman, Roman got laid out again, and no Jey Uso to help him in the end.
That's the, and I'm pretty sure people was expecting a save. That's 2 weeks in a row. Roman had his nose in the dirt. We've never seen
Definitely
Roman this
expected to
week.
save.
We're witnessing a weak Roman Reigns. He went from being untouchable to, just he remember Mike Tyson Punch Out, the first one, Glass Joe. He
Not
Glass Joe.
Glass Joe,
He
bro.
went from Mike Tyson to Glass Joe.
Yo, you gotta at least jog him down to like Soda Pop. Remember Soda
Soda
Pop Popinski or
Popinski,
something?
Hippo King. Nah, he
Yeah,
Glass Joe.
not Glass Joe.
And his real name, Joe N-I-E, right?
Yeah.
Glass Joe. Hashtag Glass Joe. We're gonna add that to Fragile Phil and the Gamley.
Oh my God, bro.
And Ice Cold Cody
Glass Joe. Yo, that's wild. But yeah, Roman got worked again this week. With
How do
no
you
Jey
feel
Uso
about
to
that
come back
though?
out.
Do you think that
Hmm?
that's affecting him, like his character and what he's done? 2 weeks in a row is a lot for
It's only a
Roman.
lot for exactly because of who he is, but it makes the most sense in the world storyline wise. Remember back in WrestleMania,
But
Triple H
we don't
said,
need sympathy on Roman. We watched this whole new bloodline. That's enough. We don't need.
"You."
I don't like my
It's not
Roman
that you
Reigns getting
need
beat up like
sympathy.
that.
It's not that you need sympathy, but remember, we're turning Roman face to the point where he ain't going back to where he was, the evil. But there's hints of him because even tonight he was like, "Look, we don't need Jay. We don't need it." And Jimmy was like, "Yeah," but he's like, "Look, we asked him. I would. This is what the wise man was for." He made like 2 or 3 mentions about Paul Heyman tonight, so he should be coming back pretty soon. Because he first Jimmy creeped up behind him on the couch and he was like, "I thought you was the wise man. That's the wise man's spot." And Jimmy was like, "Oh, sorry, sorry." So eh, I think you don't need the sympathy, but it's good to get it for a guy like Roman because right now I want to see him look like, damn, Roman needs help. Because
They
if
should have
he
done Roman how those monsters did Boyd on From. They should have beat the shit out of Jimmy and made him watch. That's what they should
this
do.
is your fault, Roman.
They should they should make him watch them torture and beat the people he loved. And see, that's sympathy. Like, because Roman's not looking weak, but like, if I couldn't get to you, I couldn't get to you. Lock him in the locker room. Have him trash the locker room because he can't get out. He watched it on the screen. Or he pull up and his driver is really like Tomaloa and they drive him off the lot or something. The old Attitude Era type stuff. To where
Yeah,
Roman
yeah, yeah.
physically couldn't get, I couldn't get to you. I tried everything, but they outsmarting us. You know who's gonna make us smarter? The wise man. Bring the wise man back. Now Roman's getting a little hipper. Then we need to strengthen numbers. Then you could make the numbers game. Like, see if you add Sammy and add Jay, make it to strengthen the numbers, not because y'all beating us up, it's because y'all outsmarting us with y'all numbers. But when you make it physical, it's just making Roman look weak. So
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't got nothing to say about that. That shit sound
hey,
fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
that'll be
I ain't gonna
cool.
hold you.
Like I said, Roman pull up, and then Tom Lower just turn around and then drive off.
Oh, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I was about to do my
You know what I'm
little
saying? Or
time
lock
alone.
them in the locker room. That's old Attitude Era stuff. Like they would do stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know,
facts. You remember when
but
Stone Cold went in the ambulance and the Undertaker was like, he's like, "All right, take him off. Where are you going?" Straight to hell. And like, it's like, yo, what the fuck?
they blew Vince McMahon up in the car. Yeah, see, and it's not that y'all are getting us because y'all physically dominating me. I'm Roman Reigns. It's because you're outsmarting me with your number. So bring in the Paul Heyman. I'm the wise man. You can't outsmart the wise man. Then bring in a Sammy, even Sammy. Then bring it like you could bring it in one, piece by piece instead of it being just the beat down. Because honestly, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso aren't physically imposing enough to make huge saves like that. Because you still got to look across that ring. You got Solo, the Lowers, and Jacob. So when you talk about cleaning a ring and cleaning house, you're talking about a Brock Lesnar, a Undertaker, or even like an Austin. He wasn't the most physically imposing, but he had a stunner. Stone Cold was stunned 18 people. You know what I'm saying? And it was a quick finish. So I think they could just do it a little better. That's all.
Well, they definitely got to set us up because when is War Game? It's like I think the first week of November, if not the second week. I gotta look that up. But it's fastly approaching, so they gotta get us these four guys. Who's gonna be in War Games and who? So I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
probably going to be Jay.
Well, it's definitely gonna be Jay. But like you just bring up, first of
That's
all,
good.
where's the Rock then? You gave us a throat slash and then you disappear. It's on the 27th, so it's the end. Oh, they got a while to cook then. They got a whole month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Crown Jewel is the first. Okay, got you. Got you. Okay.
Rock probably
Okay.
somewhere film. Hey, Rock, I'm filming a movie too. I still showed up.
You still showed up. You know what I mean? We definitely need to see some more Rock. We'll probably see him at Crown Jewel. They'll probably fly him in, make a promo, or maybe not. I don't know. We got I don't know. What else we had? We had that was pretty much the bloodline segment. We get part 7 next week of Andrade taking on
Look, man, I'm tired of that.
versus Carmelo
It's
Hayes
not like they're
versus
putting
Smith.
on classic matches though. Like people talk about them when they happen and don't talk about it again. It's not like Flair Steamboat getting talked about 30 years later.
You know it's wild. They should have. Who had the best of 7 series? Was it Ben, the man who we will never name,
He who shall
and
not be named.
he him he who shall not be named. Right? You could have did that again, but made the matches different every week.
I
You
just want
gonna
to
do
see
this?
3. I don't want to see the same Spanish Fly. I don't want to see the same Flippy Dippy. It's like we've seen it. But what it is for the casual watcher who doesn't watch week to week. This is for the person that's just tuning in and they're going to see the exciting high spots in the match. But for the person that watches week to week, it's like we've seen this. After the third match, it's not really much more they can do in the ring together.
You know what's wild? All this shit started at Money in the Bank. When them two got high praise and then they did a spot together in an interview and they got the beef in and that stuff. Look how long this shit has been dragging out. I mean, you talking about 7 matches since Money in the Bank.
And
That's when Drew,
you
ladies and
don't
gentlemen,
have to do the same. You can use one person to get the eyes on a product because case in point, Javion Evans. Javion has been in some big spots and he's been doing the things with different people. These are the same 2 people. I have nothing against Carmelo or Andrade. I like both of them. It's just 7 matches. Like, that's a lot.
it's a lot. Now they're doing a special guest referee, L.A. Knight.
How you
All
feel
right,
about this title run? You was team LA Knight needs a title mid card and
man, he's killing me, Smalls.
LA Night. You going night? LA
L.A.
Night
Night Night. LA Night Night. You're not doing it. On the flip side, we're watching Braun Breaker and Jay Uso get over.
without a
And you
title
might say, well,
involved.
Jay Uso had just as much power
Oh yeah, Jay doesn't
fandom
have a
wise,
title. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jay.
fandom wise, he had just as much power as LA Knight. Remember that Money in the Bank segment? It was like, yeah, ye, yeah, ye, yeah. Them two was neck and
They
neck.
pulled the
They're both
trigger too
champions.
late on LA Knight, and the gimmick has gotten a little stale. You can't do that, but for so long, because once you have a title, it's more eyes on it, and they have to refresh him. They have to do something with him and his gimmick and his mic work. That something has to change there because you can't keep doing that.
Yes, I think one not giving him interjecting him into the 7 match series spanning months. You know, the Logan Paul thing ended. They did the Phantasma Lega. Who was that? What's the brother's
Legado del
name? I can
Fantasma, Santo Escobar.
Yeah, Santos Escobar. Like, bro, you're Cody Rhodes and you. The whole SmackDown brand is cold. If it's not Bloodline business or Jade and Bianca, it's cold. That's it. Everything else is cold.
Jada and Bianca
Everything. Now
haven't been wrestling. Think about what they've been doing. They've been making appearances. You see them a lot, so you think they're doing something. They've been doing backstage segments. They hosted the pay-per-view. They haven't really been in ring. consistently like that.
No, they've been filming stuff for like with Cardi B, and they've been the spokesperson for the new wave of WWE audience. What up, Chris? We see you in the chat. Yeah, Candice LeRae pinning Bailey was crazy. Candice LeRae came up as Nia Jax's partner because Tiffy Time got that. She got the flu, whatever. They wrote her off the story. They made it seem like something was happening backstage, but nothing happened backstage. She gets a win. I like this. Bring somebody new that we haven't seen for a little bit into the title picture.
You talking about your
Candice
speed
LeRae.
champion, Candice LeRae?
Mm-hmm.
We have seen her. She's a speed champion. Oh
I
no,
mean,
we
but
haven't seen. Nobody knew. You know what? That would have been a perfect time to bring the speed championship to the people.
oh, I'm happy you said that, right? So when she gets selected because she's talking to Nick Aldis, she being Nia Jax about she shouldn't have to wrestle because her partner's out, and Nick is like, no, we got plenty of talent. Then she walks up, right? Nia makes a comment like, if this shit don't work, I'm gonna beat you in less than 3 minutes. No, I'm gonna beat you and it won't take me 3 minutes. And it's
Mm.
like, damn, I felt like you just shitted on the title. One, you're a champion not wearing a belt. So now there's a hidden
That's the
reference because it
perfect
shouldn't be
time to
hidden.
say this is Candice LeRae. And if you didn't know, she was our women's speed champion. Then talk about speed. That's it.
Yo, Nia Jax was getting her ass whooped. Old girl should have came in and within 3 minutes of her getting tagged in, bong, pinned it. Like, wait, what? Yeah, I did what you did in way faster
Or
time.
they
Come
could have
on, we
had
got
her
to
just won the whole match in 3 minutes.
yeah. I need
Why
her.
not?
I need one of these speed champions to come on and be like, I don't get paid by the hour. Let's go.
It
You
ain't
know
but
what I'm
three
saying?
minutes. It's not
It
like
ain't but 3 minutes.
it,
Some some of y'all came into existence off 3 minutes. So let's go.
I
And
might
and
be one of them
and they,
people. My daddy told me I was a weed and Jack Daniels baby. So
ah, I was the product of back shots and Hennessy.
I don't think you should tell kids that, but that's what he told me.
Yo, that's what he said. But yeah, they're shitting on speed, man. If I was Triple H or whomever, if you're a champion, you wear your title. I don't care
I
because
know
that's
people
the
hated
best
the
publicity
24/7 championship thing, but at least it was something, and you saw it. I enjoyed seeing people run around. It got a little wonky when you had the intergender thing,
on the golf courses and
but you
shit.
and see that's cool. Like, cause what's one of our most favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin moments? Him
The
beating
grocery
Booker T
store,
ass in the grocery store. Him hitting Vince McMahon with the potty
bedpan,
thing. Yeah, the bedpan.
burn.
It's real world stuff. So it makes you think, yo, this can happen anywhere. I think R-Truth rolled somebody up at a wedding or something crazy. Like them running around on TV was a little weird, but the real world stuff was cool. So the speed championship wasn't that bad to me. But when you had
Well,
the
I think they
people,
could do something with it. I think they could still do something with it, but they got to start wearing the titles on TV. I'm a champion. I don't even know who the other champions are.
Eddie
So
Guerrero said something. He said they give you a belt because they feel you can carry it, or they give you the belt because you can make other people better. Is not None of that is happening with any of these title reigns. Nobody is elevating the company, and nobody's making anyone better within their title reigns.
that's what the Intercontinental title used to be. So the U.S.
Now
title
it's
should
just
be.
that's. I mean, you can't make Brian Breaker better. He had it. You know what I'm saying? So the man that's
No,
chasing,
you can make him because you know what I think equate Braun Breaker to, not style wise, but just like his aura. Back to those late 80s, early 90s Intercontinental champions when Mr. Perfect will fight Roddy Piper. These are two made men. They just gonna put on a classic, and whoever wins, like British Bulldog and Bret Hart at Wembley, they main evented. They main
Brian
evented,
Breaker
and
gonna
they tore the house down.
spear. He gonna spear the tattoos off Jay Uso, and Jay Uso gonna go join the bloodline. That's it.
If I agree that should happen. What do we think? Jay losing Monday? Yeah, yeah, that title getting dropped. Put it back on Braun. Braun will be a two-time
I don't
IC
know
champ.
how soon, but they've going. Jay's going full time with the bloodline. That's it. Let's bring them back. Reunite the Usos. Have them get tag team gold again and go into whatever pay per views looking strong with some gold on them.
Yeah, I agree. We don't need to waste no time here. But Braun Breaker is winning Monday night. I don't see Jay carrying that belt much longer because he's got to go tell, and he already got the acknowledgement from Roman. Proud of you. Thanks, Cuzzo.
Hey,
But yeah, Motor City Machine Guns was on. They beat A Town Down Under. Good match.
higher.
I assume they're gonna beat the Bloodline and take those titles off of them because
I don't know. I don't know that soon. That's really quick for them. I don't know how many people are aware of the Motor City Machine Guns, but I told you I think last week that they were skipping NXT. Those guys are they legit.
I think
And
someone's
I'm
got to take it.
surprised that
I don't think it's
they
gonna be
actually
DIY.
kept the name Motor City Machine Guns. That's interesting. Just like we got the War Machine back. Was it the
War Viking. Well, no. Oh man.
Viking Raiders? Whatever. They had so many names, man.
Was it War Raiders or Viking Raiders? They switched it to one of the two.
It's something Vince McMahon's. I don't know, bro. They just do too much. They're like AJ Francis on the Sprinter with all
AJ
his
Francis.
names. With all his names.
Hey, AJ Francis has a big match coming up. It was just announced today on
Joe
his
Hendry.
page. Joe Hendry. So tap in to watch that. The heels have.
He'll
It's gonna
have.
be. It's gonna be some smoke in the city. You know what I mean? I'm trying to pull his page up right now.
Shout out to Naomi
A
too. She AJ Francis had a crazy Naomi bar. He's at Glow under Black Lives, like something he said about Naomi on No Mercy pay per view, and she apparently
I glow like Naomi under a black light. Yeah. He was.
she peeped it, and she gave love to him in the event we just threw this Sunday. So yeah,
Yeah, this is fire. I can't show the whole clip because
get us flagged. Anything else we
yeah, it's
gotta talk
off the
about
No
HP?
Mercy pay per view.
Cause I gotta get ready for my That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So definitely tap in. But yeah, it was pretty much. I mean, that was the majority of the War Raiders. Thank you, Chris. That was pretty much the majority of SmackDown, man. I
What's it? The
mean, we
Viking
did.
Warriors.
I might have forgot things as far as
Shout out to Eric for coming back. I thought he had like a career-ending injury. So shout out to
you said
him.
who?
Eric from the War Raiders. He had
They
something going
got
on
the
in
what's
that
that stuff
competition.
Rey Mysterio do? That stem. It's like stem cell
I
something.
was about to say something else.
Yeah, man. They got new technologies nowadays. I heard Sami Zayn's gonna start doing that too. Preserve the body. You know, help it out. It's amazing what they've done with technology and sports medicine. You know, I mean, I wonder if this existed in the '80s, how many careers would have been saved and mm, prolonged.
Those guys
But we'll never
wrestled a
know.
long time in the 80s, but they was on a different kind of medicine.
Yo, they looked. Think about Hulk Hogan at 30, bro.
You ever see
Hulk
Mike
Hogan at
Tyson at 14?
the whole world looked old as hell, young as hell. Like basketball players, they all have that thick ass mustache. Hulk Hogan,
It was a
WrestleMania
different
one
it
is
was a different it was a different world. It was a different food. It was a lot different. You ever seen like a gym class in like the 70s and 80s? They used to do it was military style training in gym class. That's why you can't mess with them old men. Old man and knock you out.
dog. Them gym teachers used to look crazy.
Brother.
Like I remember my gym teacher, bro. That
I don't
that
remember
that shit was
mine.
wild. I remember the teacher used to always have. I remember I had a math teacher. They had like the FUPA, and she used to use that shit as an armrest and be sipping her coffee and grading papers. And it's like, damn, why her arm like that? That shit ain't even on the sides of the thing. Teachers
Gym
don't look like
class
that
was
no more.
disgusting. You used to take showers, and if you don't, you just funky for the rest of the day. Like, it's disgusting.
What was the Yo, they did us dirty, man. They did us dirty.
Dirty,
I
dirty.
remember in gym, I used to go out like, "Oh, we doing dodgeball? We doing Indian runs? Whatever we going in. You sweating? You got like 4 more periods left. You got to sit in class."
Some people had gym was the first class of the day. You went around smelling like laundry that ain't dry fully.
Oh my god!
Some people had gym for first period.
Yo,
You went from breakfast to
yo,
gym.
you got gym first period. You funky all day.
First period. I wouldn't even wear no like fly outfit. I'm just coming to school in my gym clothes.
Yo, dog. So what we talking about? We gotta take gym out of school
No, we
because
need
that
it.
that
We
that
need
shit
it.
is criminal, bro.
These kids ain't in
That
shape
is.
these days. They don't go outside.
They used to tell us put your gym clothes in a locker, but they ain't. We couldn't shower.
Put the
I
gym
remember some days they're like, "Hey
clothes.
guys, we got to run a 2 mile today. This gym, all right, we gonna run, and we go run, and then you gotta go. Yeah,
I had some
yeah.
classic gym moments. But yeah, some people from gym to homeroom to gym, dog. I don't know if they even do gym no more. Like we had gym, we had sex ed. My football coach was my sex ed teacher. It was weird.
Oh
So
my god,
man,
they done did us.
standardized education is crazy. And now teachers is these teachers are different. They making TikToks with students, doing all kind of weird stuff with kids, and it's that age gap. And see, when we grew up, it was an age gap between us and our teachers. Now that age gap is so small. Like that's why you get teachers, unfortunately,
Doing
taking advantage and messing with some of these kids because they like the same things. They doing the same thing. They into the same thing. Like I ain't want none of my teachers. Maybe one or two, but that was like you had like a hot teacher that was like, yo, you seen such and such. Now
yeah, yeah,
these
yeah.
teachers got TikToks and OnlyFans and they rapping and it's just weird, bro. But hey, teachers on, don't be touching on kids. Like, don't do that.
Stop touching it. Yeah, it's wild.
HP, I think I brought back some high school memories for you, man. You over there
Dog,
practice
we gotta have this conversation. So Archie, what's your day looking like tomorrow? Because we might have to shoot some stuff. We might have to wait till Sunday.
I have a 12-hour shoot tomorrow. I'll be on set for 12 hours.
Oh, we tomorrow's off.
My
Tomorrow's
call
off.
time is 5:30. I have to get on the road early, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and ready to go out the car through security to make up to set. And I have 12 hours. So I'm assuming if we start at 6, that'll be 6 to 6. So then travel after that. So yeah, it's a long day. What we need to shoot? I'll be free in the evening and all day
Oh,
Sunday. So
gotta start bringing back. They got us.
yeah, they got us. Get
They
that.
got us. So yeah, whenever you get free. But yeah,
And
SmackDown,
we
man.
used to
I
carry
wouldn't
our
call it
gym
a dud. I
clothes
thought it
in
was
a backpack. So even maybe man, that's why they made us do that. They should have kept that there. And then if we didn't bring our gym clothes, we could rent them. We had to pay like 50 cents to rent shorts and a shirt. Yeah, they
oh
used to
nah,
make
we
us.
didn't have that option.
Yeah, we had to rent clothes and bring them back, and it was weird. Gym class is
Yeah,
wild.
that's I ain't never. No, hell no. We
Gym
forgot
class
our
was
gym
wild.
clothes. Some depending on your outfit, you might be like, fuck it. But then like some days it's like, hell no, I got the Timbs on, the fresh buttons. Absolutely not. The fuck not. I'll take the 0 today. Matter of
Sitting on
fact,
that
I'm gonna go
legit.
slide in the back of the school and go
And some people
You
used to
know,
go to gym 2-3 times. Like, fam, you're not making it to the league. Chill, chill.
no.
Gym was wild. Then when it rained outside, we used to have football practice in the gym. That was stupid. Because the gym ain't was so big. Like, come on, coach, let's go home. What are you doing? This is stupid.
Oh my God, that's
Bunch of
crazy.
Negroes in cleats on a basketball court.
Negroes and cleats on the basketball court is wild. But yeah, man, that's
Then I wrestled. That was another thing, man. Oh man. High school, bro. High school.
oh my God.
And my
Yeah,
school,
what a
like my
time. But
school had a they had a lawsuit on my school because it was they was doing roof repair work and people was getting sick from the tar and fucking flames and sparks from torches. It was a nightmare. You would have hated it for your job. But then now I look at like my son's school, it's like a $10 million school we go to. I'm like, fam, what's going
hey,
on?
it's crazy how times change.
And the things they had learned in school now, bro, they have TV studios, podcast rooms, like robotics classes. I was on campus at Southern today. They have a poultry science and meat packing facility on the campus. And I was like, that's crazy.
Pause.
I mean, I
God,
saw Big
I
E do an
think
interview too. It's talking about he was describing the definition of big meaty men slapping meat. I'll save that for another day. But yeah, HP, you ain't got nothing else, man. I just want to tap in, which I didn't see nothing, so I'm glad I did tap in. But I got.
yeah. Oh, it's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we still need dialogue, and it don't take much. Because
Oh, it take a lot on
Cody
Friday with SmackDown.
Cody Rhodes is a very stale champion.
Is it?
This
I
shit with
was
him and
right. I was right about Cody. I was right about the Wyatt Six. I'm going to say I was wrong about CM Punk, and the best thing CM Punk could have done was take some time off, go away. Make people miss you again. We appreciate what you did. Go away. Then Punk pops back up. Cool. But yeah, I was the Wyatt Six. I don't have no idea. They still active. You gotta check the web page to see if they still on the active roster. That's wow
well,
how hot people was about them, and now it's just
I think
it was the
I think
wrong
when I
group of
look at
people.
WWE,
It was the wrong group of people.
yeah,
It shouldn't have been Joe Gacy. It shouldn't have been Dexter Loomis. It should have been people who were doing something. Then, okay, they snapped out of it and went back to their regular careers and their regular gimmicks. Let's say Finn was in it. He's the demon. Finn could have played it. Oh, he snapped out of it and he go back to being Finn. But when that was my thing about the factions. When the thing is over for the faction, what do you do with the individuals? I think it
yeah.
was the
When
wrong
you say
people. Eric Rowan was the absolute right person because he was part of the original. He's like the only living one from the original Wyatt family. Because Bray has
yes,
passed, Brody Lee has passed. Eric Rowan made sense. But guess what? Eric Rowan wasn't with the company. So if he disappeared again, it was fine. We just needed that presence. You could have brought Braun Strowman back just for the moment. Then let him go back to do what he was doing. It was Nikki Cross. That would have. I mean, she's in it, but they could have done more with that. But I think it was the wrong group of people because it didn't make sense why they were there. And of course, Bo Dallas could have snapped back or just disappeared again. Just how you brung them in, you could bring them out. It's a supernatural character. They don't have to have 20-year careers. And if it was just for the moment,
I
they
like
could have.
Dexter Loomis though. I like Dexter. I just think it's too much slow shit. They're not doing nothing. And then
But
when you do the
it's
promo, it's not
nothing.
all of them in
There's
the
no way
promo.
he can go back to Dexter Loomis after unless he snapped out of it, but snapped back into what NXT. He was doing a few things on main roster, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's done. You're killing these guys. They got to be active
And
bi-weekly, I would say.
Joe Gacy was killing in the NXT. His whole little move was pretty cool. His whole little movement. So, but yeah, the Wyatt Six is I don't know.
Yeah, they look like they're aiming at carrying Cross and
The Miz.
Xavier Woods situation, but it's like too little, too delayed, too like
Too slow
we
to
never
burn.
even got a match between Chad Gable and Bo Dallas. Like it never led to anything but a
We never got
versus
Chad
three match.
Gable and Otis. I would rather see that. Like I don't want
We
to see the.
never got WWE be tripping,
I
building
would
up
rather
stuff
see
just to
that. I'm
building up the Sandcastle, and I don't know what American Made's doing.
waiting for Joy and
It's
Grace to get there so Joy and Grace and Ivy now can take over the women's tag division.
waiting for the Wyatts and the Bloodline. We've seen it before.
We
I
don't want to
wouldn't
see that.
mind
It makes no
seeing
sense.
if they could build it up, but I think they're just too slow on the Wyatt six side. Way too slow.
That's the only problem with supernatural characters. You
I
can
don't think it's. I just think it's just supernatural lack of writing.
book
Like,
yourself into a corner when you're dealing with. Now, if you're
oh
dealing with
yeah,
people who's on TV weekly to weekly, that's cool. But all these vignettes and this whole therapy session we watched Bo Dallas have in front of the world was like, for what? He should have came back as Bo Dallas. I miss my brother. Y'all miss my brother. We not gonna let the memory of Bray Wyatt go. We here and we just gonna tear shit up. You don't gotta be so dramatic in a movie every time. That was the beauty of the NWO. It was guerrilla style because I think Hall and Nash said Hogan came in. He was trying to cut promos like the 80s and whatnot. And they were like, no, grab us a camera, make it black and white, and we're going to do it this way. Everything don't have to be overproduced in a movie. Sometimes just cut the camera on and go. That's how we got the Ray J. Kim Kardashian tape.
yeah. Oh
Just
my
press
god!
play, baby. That's all. You don't got it. You don't need
Sometimes you
to set
just
the
gotta. What
tripod
up,
up.
Joker? We see you. Joker was in the building.
Okay. He said it was lit. All the eyes. I ain't mad at it. But yeah, bro. He's yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I definitely. Oh man, I think a lot of guys need help, and Wyatt Six is one of them. You did a lot to market this going in, and now you're like,
You know what
you
it
got the
is?
Terror
It's
Twins.
chicken Big Mac. I haven't had it. Probably won't have it. But people say it's just dry. They did all this promo and it's just dry.
Why the fuck would you do that to two chicken patties?
And
Like
chicken
that
Mac,
shit don't even
chicken Big
sound.
Mac.
I can't do it. I'm not doing it no way. But golly, yo, Joker, what matches they had outside? What dark matches they had, brother? Tell us the juicy shit.
Where was it tonight?
I don't remember.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't remember. She say Roman is lying. I just know it. D, what you talking about? Roman lying to Jay Uso? I you he lying to that man because he definitely ain't. Maybe Haiku is gonna be that fourth. You know, it's wild. That I forgot he is signed in WWE.
Haku?
Yeah.
Ming?
No, that tall
Oh, I thought you
Tongan.
were talking about how I'm like, Ming?
The New Day and Sami Zayn versus Judgment Day and Butch. Mm. And a street fight for undisputed Cody versus Solo. Why would they even do that? Just got Solo taking L's, just taking licks and taking licks.
See, off camera though, so don't matter.
It is off camera. I remember back in the day, every so often, every blue moon, one of them matches is gonna go over. Like
Oh, I
remember when
forgot.
Diesel beat Bob Backlund for the world title and went on a 1 year run.
Mm.
So, but Archie, I ain't got nothing else. I know you got an early morning. I'm about to.
Man, I got so much. I'm just sitting here thinking about what all I gotta do, but it's all good. It's all good. It's it's all good, man. I enjoy talking to you and talking to the people, and I had to catch up anyway. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be on the set tomorrow, man. And then you say we want to shoot tomorrow. We get that done sometime this weekend. Nothing going on this weekend, right? Everything's been a blur since this last weekend.
Hey,
And
you
they
ain't
keep
lying,
talking
bro.
about this interview. Go and drop the interview. So
I definitely look forward to it. I'm just looking forward to From. I know my weekends consist of revolving around From. D, I see you in the chat.
from the Penguin and
Still
the
tapping
Aaron
that.
Hernandez American Sports Story. I've been watching those 3 weekly.
Oh, how was that?
Gay.
Okay, sure. All right.
It's yeah. It's a
Jay Uso
lot
had
of
the crowd lit. You see this? It, you know what? I want to backtrack about 40 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago because you said something. I agree with you, but I'm looking at this comment thinking about no, it's definitely the person. AJ, I lied to you. LA Knight. We were talking about LA Knight, pulled the trigger too late. If you go back a couple months, we did say that about Jay Uso and the IC title. Like they waited too long, they waited too long, they waited too long, and they finally did it. But Jay Uso seems like he's got people like it's like they didn't wait too long, but we know they did.
I don't think nothing's changed with Jey Uso. Because he had that. Once he made that big entrance overseas and they did the lights and all that, that was it. That was it. So no matter what he does, like the title didn't elevate him any. Because his entrance, like we said, some people entrances become the biggest thing about them. Jay is treading a weird line right now.
I think his move set got to change. I feel like it's very like everyone's got all the Samoans had the Samoan drop. All right, like let's just give the safe route and give you go.
And
Hey,
he
who else
can't do
wants
the
the
spear.
spear?
He's gonna be
Super.
standing next to Roman. He cannot be doing that.
I agree. You got a spear, a super, not a Superman punch, but he's got that spear. I'm just like, why you start? When did Jay Uso start finishing people with spears?
Everybody got a spear.
What the hell do you want?
Yeah,
Oh,
his
okay.
entrance is over. Like you say again, Shinsuke, Finn, Bobby Roode. Some people entrances are Enzo and Cass.
I
Like
got
some
you, sweetie. Give me a couple minutes.
the entrances are crazy, but the New Day, the Shield, like Sierra, Hotel, Echo, India, Lima, that was the Shield, man. And you looking around, what part they
Where
gonna
they
come
coming
out?
from?
Like, but the Shield was people get to singing your songs and all that. That's like Cody. It's exciting, but then you have to sit through 20-minute match. Yeah, Jay's
Yeah,
aesthetic is Jay. I don't want to say that. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
I just think this LA Knight should have the same style of run as Jay. I just feel like, what the hell? What is the
I don't even
difference?
know what kind
Well,
of run Jay is having. Who has he wrestled?
well, him being associated with Braun Breaker already puts him in a good position
Yeah,
because
but other than
Braun was
that,
hot
it's not
and
been.
Jay's flame was coming down. Well, I mean, all he's had a he's only been champ for like 2 weeks.
Hey,
Just put him in there with Braun Breaker. He's been wrestling him on the Indies on the tour, and then he's gonna drop the belt back to him. Just a quick transition, just to give him an accolade. That's it. Braun will be a 2-time champ. Yet,
and Jay Uso will be back in the tag team division where he belongs.
if he comes back to the tag division, it'll be good. But he'll still be beefing with the bloodline. That might be who takes the titles off the bloodline. The Usos.
I can see it.
Maybe see that. But yeah, man. It was a good night. Decent SmackDown. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. And then the Joker was in the building, so yeah, he said it was lit. You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely see that. But that's about it. When's the next time we live? Monday? Monday.
If nothing,
Monday.
nothing
And we got
crazy
interviews
don't
dropping.
happen, and we got a lot we got to catch up on and cover up and get back with. But who knows? Who knows? But if that's all you got, that's all I got. I will be busy. So
Yeah, brother. I will see you
the life,
tomorrow
man.
after.
We just out here chasing dreams and making things happen, man. That's why I tell you, if you got something you want, keep doing the work, man. And trust me, you might feel like I'm telling you, I had a surreal moment, man, because I said I watched No Mercy last year. I mean, Halloween Havoc last year, and I was in the building this year and a part of it. It's like a lot of times it's creative, and as people, we don't feel like people see us or hear us, but trust me, the right people are seeing and hearing you, and wherever you light the candle at, it's going to shine. So just keep doing your thing. HP got to go because I don't know what's happening over there.
You hear it?
No, I see your face.
Oh, what? Open the door. Watch, you'll hear it.
I won't hear nothing. I just I want another nutcracker and
Whoa. Hey, yo, she done took over, man.
you gotta run in. You gotta
She's
run
not
in.
gonna stop. What do you need help with, sweetie? All right, I got you. I got you. I got
Oh,
you.
that's my girl right there. Yeah.
Say hi to everybody because you definitely came on camera there.
Yeah, the world is watching. That's the birthday
Yeah,
girl,
so
ain't it?
this is the youngest.
The birthday girl. Is that a birthday?
Yeah, she just turned 6 last
Hey,
Friday.
happy birthday.
What are you gonna say? You gonna say something?
She's sleepy, man. Hey, man, we about to get up out of here, man. We will see y'all Monday if nothing doesn't happen. I'm the Archie Carter, that's King HP, and that is the birthday girl. So y'all say happy
The
birthday in the
birthday
comments,
girl.
man. So we out. Peace.